Hey everybody, GC13 here. Simple question. Why didn't anyone tell me about Glitchtex? The first batch of episodes dropped on Netflix in February, but it wasn't until August 11th that a retweet from Sarashu put the series on my radar. Well, having loved that first batch of episodes, and also loving the second batch that Netflix put out on August 17th, I just want to know, why didn't I hear about this sooner? The series is about Miko and High Five, and they're becoming two of the eponymous Glitchtechs, employees of the very well-funded Hinobi Corporation who are responsible for tracking down and eliminating the video game characters that leak into real life as a result of glitches in the company's game consoles. You'd think this wouldn't be much of a problem, but with Hinobi it's a full-time job just to keep up. Rather than advancing a big story arc like She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, a fellow Netflix exclusive, each episode features a new adventure. Character introductions carry over though, and Miko and Five do grow as Glitchtechs as time goes on, so while it has that episodic feel, it still has a sensation of growth. Dan Milano specifically likens it to live-action shows like Doctor Who and The X-Files, where there's no magical reset button at the end of an episode, so the story can continue to advance. Now, that lack of a reset button is something I've always wanted my episodic shows to have, but in Glitchtex, it's responsible for one of my favorite little twists in cartoons. How much do I like it, you might ask? It sparked so much joy in me that if you haven't seen the series, I'm not going to spoil it for you in this video, or even warn you about how you could accidentally spoil yourself. Trust me, you'll know it if you see it. And considering how I normally feel about spoilers, that's a big deal. Just watch the series and feel as happy as I did. True to its premise, Glitchtex is a very action-heavy show. It has all of the battle sequences you'd expect from a show about people who have to handle rogue video game characters. All of that action is lovingly animated and delivers what you want. An entire library of video games turned into a cartoon by people who love those games as much as you do. It's not just the animation that makes those fights special, though. What's a crucial part of a boss fight? The boss's music. Well, the Glitchtex team took note, so they hired a boss to do their music. None other than Brad Brieg, who you might know from his fantastic work on We Bare Bears, Star vs. the Forces of Evil, Gravity Falls, or another of Glitchtech's fellow Netflix exclusives, Voltron, Legendary Defender. Brad's a master of his craft, and an episode doesn't pass by without at least one standout piece of music. I will caution anyone curious about the series, though. I didn't enjoy the first episode as much as any of the ones that came after. It's still very well made, with some of the action that later outings will have, but it's a double-length episode that spends a lot of time focusing on elements that we won't see later in the series. We spend a lot of time with Five's grandparents, for instance. While we spend plenty of time with Miko's parents in the first episode as well, her family reappears constantly in the series, while Five's is largely absent. One recurring aspect that the first episode does well to set up, though, is one of Miko and Five's co-workers, Mitch. He's a bit of a hotshot among the Glitchtechs, and his introduction establishes this perfectly.
I'm with tech support.
Of course, he's more than just a cocky Glitchtech, so he'll be further fleshed out as the episode goes on. When Mitch takes a supporting role in those first few episodes after the opening two-parter, he's already a known quantity, and each time you see him, you get to know him a little more. More Glitchtechs are introduced to the viewer in later episodes, but the series makes sure to space them out, so we have time to get to know each tech in turn. Glitchtech's stock has been rising over the past few weeks, and I want to be a part of that. If you hadn't heard of it before today, or if you had heard the name and just needed a little push, go out and watch it, and you can join me in wondering why it took so long for word to get out. Netflix definitely has a gem on their hands. If you've watched Glitchtex, how did you hear about it? What parts about it do you most want to let other people know about? If you haven't seen it yet, but have made it this far in the video, are you going to watch it? Let me know down in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Follow me on Twitter at GC13LSS, where I'm still expressing my love for this show, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more cartoon videos.